These are the Sony WH1000Xm4 headphones, and this is my full in-depth review. I've had these headphones for a few years now. These have to be my favourite pair of headphones that I've ever owned. Let's start off with the design. The Sony headphones feature a mostly all plastic design with hard premium finishing plastic and leather cushions. If we look on the outside, we can see that there are bronze accents near the microphones for the noise cancelling, which I'll get into later. There are also bronze accents on the Sony badges on either ear cup. Then if we look closer, we can see that there is a left and right marker with a right red marker and a grey left marker. The headphones and the rest are mainly black, with the leather band at the top being constructed out of leather, but the rest of it is constructed from plastic. My previous pair of headphones were the Sony Wh100Xm4, which had stainless steel headbands, which looked more premium, however they were heavier. So these Mark IVs are lighter, but don't use the stainless steel headbands like the previous generation. Sony have just released recently the Sony WH1000Xm6, and of course there's also the Mark Vs. The Sony Mark VIs are the latest versions of these headphones. Perhaps I'll upgrade the Mark VIs in the future if these break, but for now these are my current all-time favourite headphones and what I use when I'm on the go, such as travelling. You can see that the headphones are adjustable on the sides like on other headphones, pull, and they are well thought out and well made. Although they are plastic, they feel very strong and sturdy, and they don't feel like they're going to break. The headphones fold up to fit into the case, like so, and the head cups also, and the cups also rotate, like so. So you can position them flat on the table, or if you want to position them around your head with the ear cups facing like so. An advantage of these Mark IVs over the Mark Vs are that they do fold, which was a weakness of the Mark Vs. The Mark Vs didn't fold, which means that they fit in a smaller carrying case in comparison to the Mark Vs. If we look at the carrying case, we can see it's a hard case, which is really nice. It's got the same bronze accents on the zipper, the same shade, like the Sony logo and the microphone accents. It's small and compact, and you can fit the headphones like so if you fold it in the correct position. Just do so. There we go. You also get included a 3.5mm to 3.5mm headphone jack if you would like to use these headphones wired, such as with an Xbox controller or an older phone which still has a 3.5mm headphone jack. You also get an included AirPlay adapter, which I've managed to lose. Carrying case takes up little space in your bag, and it's also got a little handle there at the top. Yeah, as I said, it's a hard case, and it's also got this elastic bit on the back if you want to fit, I don't know, a cable, some more things, miscellaneous items. In terms of buttons, there are two buttons placed on the left ear cup at the rear, where you'll find the power on button and the custom button, which is usually used for ambient control. You'll also find on the bottom of the left ear cup the 3.5mm headphone jack, and on the right ear cup we find the USB-C charging port to charge your headphones. The W1000Xm4s are very comfortable. They are lightweight, weighing in at only 254 grams. In fact, they're probably one of the lightest pair of headphones I've ever owned. And the soft cushions make these really nice and comfortable to wear on long transport, such as on your flights or on a bus or in a car. The ear cups are large enough for ears of all sizes, and the leather pads are really soft and comfortable. If I put these headphones on my head, you can see what they look like when I'm wearing them. Side profile. The top headband is exceptionally soft, and the ear cushions are nice and soft. I've had these headphones for a couple of years. The leather hasn't worn and torn. These headphones work well with glasses. If I compare these headphones to other headphones that I own, such as the Turtle Beach 700 Gen 3. Now these are gaming orientated headphones. They're designed for playing with Xbox, not for transport, but still you can see the difference. These headphones are more comfortable than the Turtle Beach due to their lighter weight and they're less bulky. You can see the difference in design as well. These headphones are a lot better for transport, which is what they're designed for. These are actually gaming headphones designed for Xbox, and they're not designed for, you know, taking around, putting in your bag. But even still, when you're wearing these for a few hours, both of these for a few hours, these are more comfortable due to the lighter weight, which is something important to consider when looking at headphones. Perhaps the most important thing when buying new headphones are the sound, which is where these headphones really excel. They have balanced low, mid and highs. They're not too overpowering in the bass department, and also the treble is really good. I listen to a variety of music, rock, pop, film music, jazz and hip hop, and these headphones really excel in all departments. The headphones get plenty loud enough. They're great for all types of music, including pop, rock, funk, jazz and soul. On the side of the headphones you'll find the touch gestures control panel, which is where you can control the volume, switch track, pause and play, answer calls and select and activate ambient control quick features. If you swipe to the right you can change track, swipe up with your right hand you can affect the volume, and if you cover your hand whilst wearing the headphones it will activate the ambient control, which is something I'll get into later. The party trick of these headphones has to be the noise cancelling, which is probably the best thing about these headphones. Noise cancelling, if you don't know what it is a technology that removes external noise whilst you're wearing the headphones, using the microphones to cut out the frequencies. They cut out low, medium and high frequencies, though mostly the lower frequencies, so that you're left with less ambient external noise whilst wearing the headphones. As you can see here, there are microphones there, and even on the inside. These microphones block out external noise so that when you're wearing the headphones, in addition to the physical blocking of the cup suction, you're left isolated in a world where you can't hear things like engine noise, kind of external chatter, people talking. It just isolates you from the world, kind of putting you into your own internal world, which is really cool. If you haven't experienced noise cancelling before on a pair of headphones, you'll be blown away by the noise cancelling. The newer Mark 6 headphones and the Mark 5s do have slightly better noise cancelling, but they are more expensive, but they do offer better noise cancelling. So if you want the best noise cancelling, I'd definitely consider buying the Mark 6 version of these headphones, or even the Mark 5 headphones. The noise cancelling is best in environments such as when you're on a train, such as the engine noise. The engine noise is blocked out, or even people chattering when you're in a library or a cafe. You can use these headphones with the noise cancelling to block out external noises such as people talking, fans like air conditioning units, engine noise when you're travelling in a car, or other things like the engine noise of an aeroplane, chatter. Sony definitely know what they're doing when it comes to noise cancelling, and these Mark 4s, the Sony MX lineup, have the best noise cancelling on any headphones currently. You can use your right hand to cover the ear cup, which will automatically enable ambient sound control. Now, ambient sound control is the letting in external noise, so it's the opposite of noise cancelling. If you press the custom button, you've got 3 different presets. You've got noise cancelling on, which you can then adjust through the app. There's a scale which you can adjust through the app. Then there's ambient control, which will turn off the noise cancelling, and actually you'll be able to hear the external noise through the headphones, kind of similar to how hearing aids work. So if you don't want noise cancelling and you actually want to be able to hear your external environment, you can turn on the ambient control. The ambient control and noise cancelling level is adjustable through the app, through a slider. And the third mode on the headphones is off, which will turn off ambient control and noise cancelling. A cool feature of these headphones is if you hold your palm on the right hand side of the ear cup, you'll be able to, ambient control will be activated when you're holding your palm to the side of the headphones, and then when you release your hand, the ambient control feature will return back to noise cancelling. The app also allows you to affect the EQ, the equalizer, the sound stage, the direction of sound in which it's coming. You can change, as I mentioned before, you can change the level of noise cancelling and the ambient control on a slider, which is very useful. And there's also a atmospheric pressure optimizer, which uses technology to measure the atmospheric pressure, which is useful and aimed towards flying in a plane. When it comes to battery, these headphones are rated for 30 hours, which I found to be accurate. I listen to these headphones on about 60% volume. Of course, if you listen to louder volumes such as 70-80%, then you're going to probably get closer to 25 hours, but I would say 30 hours is very optimal. The headphones charge really quickly through the USB-C port. Sony claim that you can get up to 5 hours of battery just after 10 minutes of charging. When it comes to price, these headphones have been out for almost 5 years, and as I mentioned before, there are newer models available such as the Mark 5s and the Mark 6s, which are more expensive and newer with better noise cancelling. The XM6s retail at £400 on Amazon, whereas on Amazon currently you can get these Mark 4s for £199, so double the price for the Mark 6s or half the price for the Mark 4s, and you're getting arguably just as good headphones. If you've never had noise cancelling headphones before, then I'd highly recommend these Sony WH1000Xm4 headphones. Well, that's been my full in-depth review of the Sony WH1000Xm4 headphones. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.